And good evening. Welcome. I've got to set up here, so it's going to take a second or two. Enjoy the music. Hi. A little soda, and we're ready to go. Great show tonight. Damn, I need one of these, huh? All right. Shall we talk about, let's deal with feminists if we have to. Now I've seen, and you can check this out, it's a lot of fun. You go to YouTube and watch feminists speaking absolute nonsense. That I can deal with, because women basically do that. And, you know, they don't want catcalls now. They don't want this now. We have become the clowns, if we let it happen, to women, and we have become fools to other men. We cannot let that happen. Now, what's really funny about feminism is, and a lot of people watching the show know, it was designed to break up families, to break up households, to put men and women against each other, which is so against nature. But yet, people buy into it. Now, the worst feminists out there, and not the women, because I can convert them in like 3 seconds, it's the men. Those are the people who annoy the hell out of me. If you haven't gotten a phone call in, don't worry, they call. They can take my caller ID in about 3 seconds. Male feminists. Why? Men have totally lost it in knowing how to deal with women. And that's why I have a new program out that I'd like to tell you about. I have no sponsor, so what the heck? You're stuck hearing about it, all right? Oh, well, you stuck. It's called The Law of Mind Control. And it is totally scientific and proven. So you will never, ever have a woman bitching at you, complaining about you, telling you what you can and can't do. Because, I mean, I see guys that literally, and you see it too, everybody who's alive sees it, pale and fade away into obscurity, mentally, physically, socially, when they meet a woman. Women try to change men. That's their big test, and I hate to say it, but the results are disastrous. Guys are failing left, right, and center. You watch my show tonight? I can't. Why? My girlfriend. What about your girlfriend? Well, she doesn't like your show. Well, do you like it? Yeah, I think it's great. Why can't you watch it? My girlfriend doesn't like it. Slowly and in pieces, he will lose himself. And that happens more and more and more. But it's now considered normal today to be pussy whipped. Is it normal? Absolutely fucking normal. And women talk to me all the time because, hey, how could they resist? And what do they tell me? I can't stand this guy I'm with. Why? He's pussy whipped. Yeah, I know, logic is a little hard to find here, but reality is that's what's going on. And these male feminists cannot have a conversation. I said, okay, let's debate this. You can't debate, you know, that stupid fucking voice that's making the whole world sick. That's going to become a new way to speak. Sorry, I got to keep rolling my sleeves up, but my arms are too big. All right, we got that settled. Yes, this is out on Twitter. Little things popping up here. But it's said that men, you know, I say to men, come to my webinars. I will show you how to control women to get them to do whatever you want. It's like, and this is them. That's wrong. That's wrong. Well, the only other alternative, let me tell you something, is doing whatever they want. So if you want to spend your life in a shoe store, be my guest. It's really become tragic out there. And it's basically, of course, New World Order propaganda. I know that. Most of you know that. The fucking horse knows that. Can't talk about me. Let's get this in the center. Now I'm in the center. Hey, I'm looking good, right? So that aside, let's see if there's any questions here. Liz says I have beautiful blue eyes. Thank you, Liz. All right. Chris. Hi, Chris. Feminism sucks. Good evening. I figure it's about time I use your proper title. Dr. Brodsky, yes. I have a doctorate in of divinity. I am an ordained minister. 4 years of seminary school. Now, I don't have this shit mail order minister, okay? Not from you, Chris, but people say, any mail order minister? You know, anything you do in life, you notice before I read this, I'm sure it's one of your good ones. But no matter what you do, you have muscles, you take steroids. That's the world today. Accusatory, blame-oriented, and a bunch of, you know, sissy men. Not you, but in general. I know I'm just really, this is my passion, is trying to save men from this. Good evening, Dr. Brodsky. I think it's about time I use your proper title. This time, right. Nonetheless, any male who supports feminism needs to be kicked in the testicles. Oh wait, they actually need to have testicles. Okay, my bad. Another note, I have been meaning to talk about the Swedish model of prostitution law and how fucked up they are. A woman is allowed to sell her body, but God forbid, I'm sorry, government forbids a man to offers to buy? It makes as much sense as the whole feminist agenda. None at all. And I'm a bit on a rant right now, so I will stop now. Keep them coming, Chris. It is true. Women are complaining they have no rights in this country. And this was really funny in America. It's like we want equal jobs for equal pay. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out women have most of the money in this world. Women do most of the buying in this world. You know, it's just such idiocy running through my head right now of what I've heard from feminists. Women are superior because they live long. I guess that makes tortoises superior, based on their logic. And, you know, I've met women feminists. I can turn around in 2 seconds. I don't know why. Because, you know who they hate? They hate the guys who come in there with that fucking hat. I don't know where you get the hat. I don't know the name of the fucking hat. I'm going to call it the fucking hat. And they sit there with their skinny arms and, yes, I'm on your side. Those guys are in such contempt. And these are by feminists. I just imagine what they think of the, you know, the way guys act today. And this whole equal job for equal pay. There's no jobs today in America. What are they fighting for? It's just so stupid. It's just beyond belief. And guys are just so enamored if they see a woman or if a woman pays them any attention. It's supposed to be the other way around. Let me just tell you something. You've got to be the buyer, not the seller. And if you listen to my audios, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, that's okay. What you got to do is just sign up at GaryBrodsky.com. You get a free ebook with no strings attached. Nothing about, you know, buy this, buy that. Free ebook, cover to cover. GaryBrodsky.com. Excuse me while I whip this out. Yes, I love the old movies. Remember we used to have like actual movies with real plots? No political agenda. They actually had to make you laugh or, you know, make you feel emotion. Now they're to brainwash the crap out of you. And they're doing a great job. Great job. All right. Okay, we'll take care of this, Lonnie, privately. All right, now, back to my rant. It has just become amazing how guys have given up. I'll tell you this, I just joined another gym. I've looked like 7 or 8 gyms. There are always more women working out than men. Guys don't give a shit anymore. They're going to hell. They look like crap. Their posture stinks. I know a guy whose posture is so bad he doesn't need a girlfriend anymore. Yeah, their posture sucks. Their presence does not even get noticed. I see them on the bench. And I don't make fun of them because I think anybody starting out anything, it's a good thing. That's self-improvement. With 2.5s on the end of a bar, okay, it's a bit funny, but I started out like that. But I see them a year later, and they still have the 2.5s. There's a problem there. Just men are starting to give up, and don't give up. If you know what you're doing, it's easy to navigate through this whole feminist, all this bullshit comes right the fuck down. That's why, again, I gotta recommend the new audio, The Law of Mind Control, because they're doing it to you. It's the chemistry of dopamine and all that other stuff in there, how to play it, how to work it. And is it nice? No. It's not supposed to be nice. You're supposed to win. Men are supposed to win. It's a game of who's going to win, who's going to lose. There's no such thing as 50-50 relationship. Yeah, I've seen those 50-50 relationships. The guy sleeps on the couch. He pushes the carriage. His woman is out there looking great. He looks like shit. Stomach out the here. Dick like this. It's fucked up, I'm telling you. All right, some questions have just come in, I think. Who knows? Liz likes my blue eyes, so I'm put through it now by her. All right. My stance on gun control. Who's in favor of gun control? And we got Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Obama, and Castro. Well, here's my stance on gun control. Gun control means not being able to hit your target. Now, actually, it's not about guns, it's about control. In every society, guns first, guess what? People next. You know how many people have been killed by licensed gun owners in the last 12 years? None. Here's a question for you, just to show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Do you know how many ships have sunk hitting an iceberg in the history of ships? 1. That includes boats, anything. Icebergs, you know what they used to do? Ram them. Take the ice, let it melt, beautiful fresh water. Only one ship in 1912, and this is off the subject, I know, sunk hitting an iceberg. The Titanic, in case you didn't see the movie, which is, by the way, it's a good movie, but it's all bullshit, but the movie's good. In 1912, they were coming to warn about what was going to happen in 1913, the Federal Reserve and everything like that. Amazing, their ship sunk. But now, they don't care. They got a brainwashed, dumbed down, wussified bunch of guys that just do and go along with every bit of social programming. And guys have become like little whiny teenagers. And I hear this from every woman I meet. That's why if you're alpha and you buy my audio programs, you can get any woman you meet. Anyone, and I mean it. It has to do with attitude and knowing what the right buttons to push on. That's simple. But, oh, yeah. If you want to email me, GaryBrodsky123@AOL.com. It goes off the satellite, bounces here, comes here, and boom, hey, I got email. But the social programming is nonstop. The peer pressure is nonstop. And guys growing up today really have very, very little chance. They actually have this, if you check it out, the replacement rate, that's what it's called. People aren't having kids anymore. Guys aren't getting married. Now, I'm not going to blame those guys. So, you should get married. Because the laws on divorce now is like everything you own plus shit you don't even have. Nothing is geared for men anymore. As the Chris early email said, women can offer to sell their bodies, but you can't offer to buy them. I like to call it renting, but that's me. But that's what's going on in the world today. And I was going to give my special offer, but I can't find my thing here. I got it. Nope, wrong thing here. If any of the audios don't work, don't get you laid within 30 days, we will send you the knife to comb your hair with. So I can't find the other knife. Now I have to, because I have OCD. We have the Asian version, but that's not. Okay, if any of my audios do not get you laid and change your love life within the next 30 days, probably sooner than that, your money will be cheerfully refunded, and free of charge we will send you the knife to cut it off with. This is the slow one. Let's just try it again. We will send you, the knife to cut it off with. I hate when it's, right now in this country, and you can Google this, YouTube it, Yahoo it, whatever the hell they have, AOL search, anything you have. The testosterone level in men has dropped. When your testosterone level drops, you become unattractive to women. That's science, okay? End of the scientific discussion here. You want to change it? GaryBrodsky.com, drop down, DHEA, the only real one in the world, brings up your testosterone level. You get bigger muscles, you get more aggressive, you get more confident. The gold does it, and especially the special Mediterranean oregano, which I'm going to take right now, because all the fear comes from the pit of your, like steel, the pit of your stomach. And this will change immediately. For me, I've seen the most amazing change with this oregano, and I've taken oregano oil my whole life. Not like this. That's why when I say it in the ad, it's Mediterranean, and every civilization in Mediterranean, where civilization began, and great empires, they all took Mediterranean oil. Has some compound out there, I don't know. The Ormes, amazing, it changes your vibration. You think it, it's like, wow, this happened. Think songs that come on the radio. Don't believe me? Buy it. You don't like it? Just send me an email, I want a refund. Don't even send the stuff back. Feed it to dogs. They'll be in better shape than you. Water your trees, I don't care. Seriously. And now back to the show. Hi, Gary. My inside joke. I never watched a Titanic movie. Why? I knew that ship sinks at the end. Did I spoil it for some people? You know what's funny about the Titanic movie? I actually remember the old VCRs, the tapes. I just forwarded it to the sinking scene because I knew it would be good. You have this whole fucking story about all these people. They're all going to die. What do I care? That's where, the Titanic. I would love to be on the Titanic right now and hit the iceberg and then discuss with feminists about equal rights. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? A lot of people tonight are protesting my show because I am not an atheist. Okay, figure that one out. That's an email I just got. We are protesting your show because you're not an atheist. Okay. Well, you have the right to do whatever you want, and you actually have said something very nice, that at least you change the channel. But anybody else out there? Think of the sickness about that. This country is here to preach atheism, glorify perversion, promote emasculation. I mean, one thing that I find weird, if you have a kid like this, like in his 20s, how many engagement parties has he gone to? 0. Very few people are getting married today. I know there's going to be one. There's usually a girl out there. I know somebody got married. Yeah, but overall, countrywide, worldwide, marriages shrunk. The family unit, this whole patriarch thing, women's studies, that's like a new thing now. I know guys who actually go to women's studies. And now I shouldn't hang out with them, but I do. I have to hear the stupidity. Just have to, like I'm addicted to it. You know what men's studies are? History, empires, conquests. That's men's history. That's men's studies. I can call you tomorrow anytime. I have actually an appointment after this show. But the old ladies watching, what do you think the new look here? Just had a shirt that was available. One of my favorite shirts. Somebody out there is going, "Oh my God, he's bouncing." Oh, it's just so pathetic. It's just so pathetic. And plus, I'm going to tell this for some really great advice. Today, unless you know somebody really well, don't confide in anybody. Anything you say, and this is not with the cops, can and will be used against you. And that's true everywhere. A little history about Jack Webb. He was actually a personal friend of my family's. I knew him when I was a kid growing up. That's why I'm a Dragnet fan. I had a 714 badge, not a Quaalude, his badge, 714. And the number on there is because he loved Babe Ruth, and that was badge number 714. And do you know why he did the show Dragnet? Anybody? Okay, I'll tell you. Because he wanted people to know the laws. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Dragnet didn't have any super murders, any mysteries on there. They had petty crimes, silly crimes, maybe 3 murders, a little burglary, teenagers driving, joyriding. But always, he wanted people to know the rights. He was, in fact, a great man. That is why he got that out there. So just, I've met a lot of great men in my life. There's very few out there now. Because if they usually just will not give them any airtime, any space, anything. And people ask me, why am I not on the mainstream media? They told me, because they can't stand me. I'm not an atheist. I don't preach liberalism, and I'm not communist. Years ago, that was a good thing. Hi, Gary. I had one atheist go on about my Christian beliefs, about how many more people died in the name of religion than any other cause, and blah, blah, blah. My rebuttal was, Hitler killed 12 million people, actually killed 60 million. Mao killed millions of his own people. Stalin killed at least 20, actually 40 million people. What do these men all have in common? I was saying the same thing. They are all atheists and all preached atheism. End of discussion. Atheists went home crying. Absolutely, atheism was taught. The German new religion was blood and soil. Stalin said, we just figured out God doesn't exist, so we're closing down all the churches. And Mao did not like Buddhism, which was a peaceful practice, so he killed him. In every major catastrophe, first they take away your religion, they take away your right to defend yourself, they take away your will to give a shit, and they kill you. And that is where we are heading until men start to really become alpha. And just by being alpha, going on a date, having fun with women, you're beating the New World Order. Yeah. That's why they're fighting against it. That's why they have everything is anti-Christian, anti-gun, anti-self-defense, anti-looking good, anti-men and women getting together, anti-everything that nature has made normal. It's satanic. I know that. Everybody knows that, and nobody even cares if you say it anymore. What do they say? You're a conspiracy theorist. Really? No such thing as a conspiracy theorist. That is a word that was invented by Stalin to kill his opposition. And the other word, politically correct, that was a Hitler word. Yeah, those are the guys who came up with these great sayings that you're hearing today. Just because those guys aren't saying it doesn't mean it doesn't have the same goddamn fucking effect. And, I'm talking about mainstream media. Did you ever see the PUAs they put on there? Pickup artists? I mean, we're talking about, when did this become this? All right? Just a question. General. Overall. I know a kid, 23 years old. Not allowed to watch his show. Why? Even though his father says he needs it, his mother says he can't watch it because I smoke. Not a bad influence. But yet, if you watch any of the old shows, James Bond smoked. I have no problem with that. Can you see if they put political correctness back in the old movies? James Bond likes a cigarette, and this beautiful girl would go, I can't handle secondhand smoke. If you get my book, Black Op, you'll see that same trick of smoking was done in Nazi Germany. The fluoride in the water was done in Nazi Germany. It's the same game. When are you going to realize that? Different players, but the same fucking game. And I need your support. Please go to GaryBrodsky.com, because anything you're going to do is going to benefit you, benefit me. Yeah, and that's a good thing. Yeah, I see not all going at once. Okay, but let's get some more questions in. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. The guy who doesn't have 123 keeps getting mad, calls me up. He goes, I keep getting your email. I said, thanks. How did he get mad? Yeah, and it's more about a lifestyle and a way of living, all the audios and everything else, than it is just about getting laid. Because life is greater than that. It's about winning, conquest, things that men are afraid to say today. I had a big conquest today. I'll tell you what it was. That's not amazing, but there was a fly that was in here for 2 weeks, annoying the shit out of me. This thing had every move going. I sprayed it with lighter fluid, lens cleaners, because I started taking my supplements. I don't need glasses anymore. Okay? That's how good they are. Anybody want like 6 sets of glasses? I got them. Don't need them. I sprayed them with hairspray. I sprayed them with everything I could possibly find. Nothing. Got them today with a shot with an envelope. I don't need lens cleaners. I don't like glasses anymore. What did it? Yeah. The Mediterranean oregano. One day, no glasses. Okay? GaryBrodsky.com. Drop down menu supplements. They got this big. Yeah. By taking the crap that they promote. We'll give you this. Let us run your credit card for the rest of your life. No. One purchase, 1 inch of muscle on the arms. That, I will say, is guaranteed. And if not, flush it down the fucking toilet. Just tell me it didn't work. Just don't do what this guy does. Okay, buy it again. Of course it works. It's chemical. Okay, Liz, she's trying to get to me. She's cute. All right, now a little soda with some music. I like my soda with music. Yeah. Gary, you're a huge help for all of us. Thank you. And is the Joan Rivers death an Illuminati thing? You know, it's gotten to the point I don't even know anymore. I mean, you could say, you know, did anybody make those kind of jokes? Tends to die. You also say she was 81, not in good health. But that's how frightening the Illuminati is. And if you don't fight back, you can't win. Okay? I know you know that. But it's got to the point where it seems almost normal and acceptable that, yeah, they kill people. Yeah, they do that. Because they eventually will get to you. And it is always the people who are compliant and help them out that get killed the first. History has proven everything. The problem with history is that people don't really learn it. And the problem with liberals is they know so much about things that don't exist. Yeah, okay. Good story. Thank you. I'll mention this. Thank you for reminding me. I know a one woman, I know more than one, but this one in particular, she is a feminist. She was 15 years ago when she was still looking good. She don't look that good anymore. She now lives alone. No one will talk to her because of her attitude. And she's got a high-powered job, which she just lost. She is in shambles. Think about it. All this new progressive shit, what has it progressed us to? Antidepressants, video games, obsession with sports. I mean, the Romans did a better job. Bread and circuses, read about it. And I'll tell you why I joined the new gym. Hey, how you doing? An old friend of mine. Is because I am so sick of everybody watching sports in my other gym. Like, hey, look, he scored a point. You know, they go crazy. Their own life shit, they can easily fix it. But they don't. GR, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Gary, what's up? Hey, GR, what's up? Let's see. GR here. I just said that. You are so right about everything. Well, not really, but on this subject, I've made my life study. Gary, the spirit of what you teach is having fun and living life to the max. After anyone begins to implement what you teach, they will succeed, and people will admire them. Worked for me. GR. Thank you so much, GR. Please send that again. I want to use it as a testimonial. I always say that, never post up testimonials. I don't know why. I feel almost humiliated to promote myself, but I got to. Okay? So, you know, it's sad. I lost another friend this week, and I'm not trying to be funny here. Yeah, just the sad part with the brainwashing is these are guys who didn't smoke. And I'm not trying to be funny, and I actually miss them, and it has really had a big psychological effect on me. And I think you live because you have a will to live. And I have a will to accomplish my goal and my dream. I'll tell you what my dream is now in case you haven't heard it. I want to walk through the park and see couples holding hands and laughing and being silly and giggling and sitting on a park bench making out. That's my dream. I hope I see that in my lifetime. That's it. I have an offer here because, you know, I am a little bit well known. Okay, nothing. that I can drive a very, very, I'm not going to mention the name of the brand, expensive luxury car, and they will actually pay for it. Just make sure I'm seeing it. I'm not even enthusiastic about that. You know, they keep sending me letters. They keep actually lowering it. You know, we'll pay your insurance now. And I'm not even into that. I am really into helping my fellow man. And that's I guess, kind of rare. You know, I've seen the other guys, I call the other guys, they're not in my league, okay? You know, the fucking jerk-offs who call themselves PUAs, they're all about themselves. Oh, and my system. No, my system works, and there's no fluff, no stories except some, you know, cute, funny stories about my life, about crazy shit that my brother did, which is the most requested guest ever. You know, it's like, and they all have that effeminate twang to them, which I'm hearing more and more from men. And now women are getting men's haircuts. I don't understand it. And guys with hair are shaving their heads. It's just like a world gone mad because nobody believes in themselves. You can't believe in God and not believe in yourself. Sort of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Well, lots of new people popping in. Mr. D, good evening. Thank you. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? It's, okay, Mojo bags, talking about feeding Mojo bags. You don't have to feed them. There are crystals in there that emanate stuff like that. You don't need to feed them. Just like the new cars that they have out, like the really good stuff that you can't get, like 10,000 miles per gallon. These Mojo bags, the one I have, and I keep it with me, take it out of my pocket to sit down here. This came from my aunt in Louisiana, who came from her mother down like in France, and this still works. 300 years old. I have the little, you know, tape on there. So no, it does not need to be fed. It's fed for life. I have a samurai sword here. It's like 300 something years old, kept perfectly. That's what I do. I keep it just in my pocket, and the big one going now, which we're just making, so we're gonna have some extras, are the Gamblers Mojo bags. And a lot of guys are not gamblers. So why are you getting the Gamblers Mojo bags? You don't gamble. I think, well, it works because everything is luck. So I want good luck everywhere, and it seems to be working. It doesn't seem to be working. It is working. Okay, I'll amend that. Yeah, what's really funny is that the New World Order knows all this stuff, has all this stuff, works all this stuff, and they own everything. Now, ownership of stuff is not bad, but they know how to tap into these powers, and they're not powers, it's just energy manipulation. That's all it is. Crystals and the stuff in there is the same stuff that makes a computer broadcast this broadcast on a different level into an unseen world that brings seen results. Okay, more questions. I like the questions coming in. Gary Brodsky, 123 at AOL.com, because a lot more people just popped on. Hi, Gary. With the exception of having to buy your supplements here and there, I have almost all the audios and all the ebooks. In spite of all those other assholes that say your stuff is too mean or it's not nice or anything else, those assholes can all go fuck themselves for all I care. I have to smack myself if I felt your stuff was not nice. I am dead serious. So are my recommendations. Is to all follow your audios and ebooks to the letter. My recommendations for all men, or at least the population, people with a penis, go to GaryBrodsky.com and do it now. I know this guy. Do not fuck with him. Derek, how you been? Good evening. Nice to hear from you. What is your opinion on foreign wives? Is it better to avoid feminist women for wives? Everyone I know who's not being tortured right now has a foreign wife. It just happens to be everyone I know has a foreign wife. And why? They're still feminine. They're still women. They still know the power of what they can get by being a woman as opposed by trying to be a man. So I love foreign wives. They're still women. You get up and there's breakfast, like what? You don't shock the shit out of most guys. And there are a lot of foreigners in this country, beautiful ones. You know, and it's just American women do this to themselves. Let them sit home, watch the old movies with romance, and wish that it was them. And let them stew in their own juices. They asked for it, they got it. Mr. D. Speaking of the New World Order, they constantly say they worship Lucifer, and he is not the same Satan in our Bible. Isn't it the same negative energy and entity? Of course. The whole thing is deception. Do you expect people who worship Lucifer to tell you the truth? Just, you know, mention that. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, we worship the devil, but we tell the absolute truth. No. And speaking of foreign wives, do you have a copy of Meeting Women from Foreign Countries? Because foreign women are the best. I can try to find one and I'll send it to you. I have your address right here. But your name on here might be different, so just send it again. Put foreign wives. I'll get you the book. You know, it's funny, but foreign wives are less likely to divorce you, to fight with you, to argue with you. And they can't bring up the past because they don't even know the country. And that's one thing that women do. They do bring up the past because that's what they do. And your best thing, because a lot of guys are going to get that tonight, they're going to bring up the past to them and start, and this and that. Never, ever engage a woman in an argument. You can't win. You're fighting on one thing, they have the whole past against you. Oh, really? In 19... I've got into arguments with women just listening. I just sit there like this. Doesn't bother me at all. Just noise. And not only do they bring up my past, but they bring up the past before they met me, which is kind of interesting. And a guy like you would have done this when I was like 20 years old. But you didn't know me back then. But you would have. Okay? It's just funny. If you take it as noise, you win. If you get into the argument, you lose. This is a law of the land. You win an argument with a woman, you win the argument, and you lose the woman. Don't argue. You can't win. Because the same woman that's calling you a moron today is going to be in love with you tomorrow. If you don't engage the argument. You know, you really have not been in love unless a woman is calling you a moron. And if you take it seriously, you are a moron. If you just say, oh, I do this, you know. It's like a dog barks. Like, I'm going to take him seriously and start seeing what he's... No, he barks. Chases squirrels too. I don't know what the hell that's all about. All right. Gary, being Alf is so fucking awesome. You can do whatever you want, make people offers they can't refuse, have real honest friendships, make women go wild. Being Alf, I understand what the man meant when he said, it's better to live one day as a lion and 100 years as a lamb. Go to GaryBrodsky.com. GR. He's right. Absolutely right. I have a smartphone. I actually lost this for 2 days now. People mad at it. Some people messaged me. And I'm eligible for an update. That's like an hour and a half to 3 hours in the store. And I have to make a phone call. The guy's not in. Hold on. It's like torture. Then you get out. Hey, I got my new phone. And then you push this like, sorry, this doesn't work. That's how life. That's life. But being beaten by a woman, it's not a question of being beaten. It's a question women are looking for leadership qualities in a man. This is the reality. Men have lost that. Women don't see it anymore. They start to get a little pissed off, and that's where we're at now. When they see a man who's alpha, as you just said, GR, who's a leader, who can command and gets what he wants, they will stay with you through thick and thin. I'll tell you, girls to avoid, and if you don't want headaches and trouble, party girls, let's go out to a club. Who needs that? And that's what all the other guys are about, is meeting women in clubs. First of all, there are no clubs, there's no memberships, nothing. It's like loud music, stupidity, and their friends can see what they're wearing. Shallow people, let other shallow people get them. Not for us. We pick who we want, and they do what we want. Sounds mean? Yeah, that's life. All right. I agree with that guy that just commented about those assholes. He's right. It's not nice at all, but women don't like nice men. They love tough, masculine men that are honorable. It's true. Women do not like nice men. You can't keep putting nice cards in and expect sex to come out. That just does not work. It works in reverse. All right, something on smartphones. And this is perfect. This is all I have to say about smartphones. Yes, the phone may be smart. The majority of users are not. That's a fact. It's so obvious to anybody with eyes and ears. When you see women walking around as they do like this all day looking at their smartphone, that they're obviously very lonely. When a piece of machinery can replace a man because they can't find a real man, and you know how to be alpha, well, you can find out all about it at GaryBrodsky.com. Think of how easy it is for you. You ever think about that? Okay, wow, shows ending quick. But the whole society in general has become feminist. Total fucking feminist. And feminist has nothing to do with being feminine. It has to do with this sick, psychotic agenda that men suck, women are good. Anybody who buys that bullshit is buying stuff from the other dating sites. That's all I have left, but what the heck. All right, just a funny note. I was talking to an insurance company. They asked me, well, what are you going to do when you die? I told them not much, really. Probably just lay around. No sense of humor. No sense of humor anywhere. That's another thing that's dying. Fun is dying. Sense of humor is dying. Passion is all but gone. Ambition is all fucked. It's just really sad. Yeah. All right, last round for questions. Let's get some questions so I have time to answer it. Gary Brodsky, 123 AOL. GaryBrodsky.com. Go there. It works. It always works. Thank you. Okay. As we now come to the close, let's get some good comments in here. GaryBrodsky.com at AOL. No, GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com. Yeah, I forget my password sometimes. I call it. I like, what's your password? Happens. What the fuck? Yeah, I like this one. It's like to reset your password, answer these 5 million questions that we asked you 10 years ago. And I forgot what I said. What's your favorite animal? I don't know what my favorite animal was years ago. I'll send 17,000 pieces of ideas. I just won't do business with you guys anymore. That's what I'll do. Okay, check again. It's updated. Okay. Oh, how you doing? This is the guy with UPS. I will tell you stories, I promised. Okay, MK17, the most powerful attractant known. And this is absolutely true. Anybody that has it can attest, but this guy has a funny story about it. He bought it, and he has a girl, a very sexy girl. He sent me a picture of her, who delivers UPS to him. She's been delivering to him for years. She came by and just jumped his bones. So now he's constantly just getting UPS packages, and now he's getting nailed. His nail lady too. Nail lady, but the woman who delivers, the post lady. Okay, words have changed. He never leaves his house, and he calls for massage, calls for woman. Bang, she jumps him. So he just wanted me to mention that, and I appreciate the plug. And it's a real story. Have a good night, too. Thank you for watching. Thank you again. Okay, last smoke of the night. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I say that. Okay, back to the show. One of my favorite stories. And I'll get to share it with you. Dr. Alpha versus Captain Pretentious. Rerun. I already told this one, but it's relevant to this show. Dr. Alpha is walking down the street when he runs into a group of feminists. The feminazi, the leader of the group, controls Dr. Alpha, saying, "Death to all men." Dr. Alpha's response is, "What kind of losers do you hang out with?" The feminazi is caught off guard and starts bursting out, laughing. Dr. Alpha then seduces her and fucks her. Later that night, Captain Pretentious was confronted by the same group the next day. His response was, "Oh, you brave women, I admire you, support your cause." Immediately followed by getting him kicked in the testicles and sprayed with mace, while the feminazis yelled rape. That is a great story. That really is. Well worth repeating. And that's absolutely true. You think feminists like guys who are feminists? They don't. Feminists like guys. There's not too many of them around these days. So they need something to do. Women cannot do. This is actually brain science. Women can't do nothing. Men are great at it. And that's just the difference in the way the brain functions. That's why I can go fishing all day and go, it's dark out. Women just can't sit around and do nothing. All right. Gary, that is so fucking true about the parties. Shallow people. The real power is to choose who you want and how you feel. This whole partying stuff is disgusting. I was really young when I started listening to your audios. I didn't even know about what stupidity went on at parties or what they were really. Just don't waste your time at parties unless you're a dumb, addicted, drug addict dumbass. That's true. I remember when party was not even a word. I was just, I go to dinner parties all the time. So they tell me what do you think? Tell me what they think. Throw me the fuck out. So I eat first real quick. Well, what do you think of the? This is what I think. And we think you should leave. Okay. Thank you, Mr. D, for enjoying the show. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And thanks for such great questions. I really do appreciate it. And I shall be back in a week. Until then, everybody, go to GaryBrodsky.com. And now let me get a good exit song. And as I say, this show is over. Wow, I actually typed without looking. Everybody, thank you so much. Bless you all. Good night, and I will see you next week. GaryBrodsky.com. Thank you, and have a good night.